Good morning. Welcome back to Sober Sunrise. I did it again. Yesterday I got super busy and I missed another day. And I feel pretty bummed about it. But hey, today's another day. Today is Wednesday, August 20th, 2025. Happy birthday, Scott. It is 7:17 a.m. And yeah, sorry about yesterday. But let's do today. Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, and that good stuff help the channel grow. Appreciate you very much for doing those things. Today's reading from the Daily Reflections is called Toward Emotional Freedom. And it says, since defective relations with other human beings have nearly always been an immediate cause of our woes, including our alcoholism, no field of investigation could yield more satisfying and valuable rewards than this one. That's from the 12 and 12, page 80. And the writer goes on to say, willingness is a peculiar thing for me in that over a period of time, it seems to come, first with awareness, but then with a feeling of discomfort, making me want to take some action. As I reflected on taking the eighth step, my willingness to make amends to others came as a desire for forgiveness of others and myself. I felt forgiveness toward others after I became aware of my part in the difficulties of relationships. I wanted to feel the peace and serenity described in the promises. From working in the first 7 steps, I became aware of whom I had harmed and that I had been my own worst enemy. In order to restore my relationships with my fellow human beings, I knew I would have to change. I wanted to learn to live in harmony with myself and others so that I could also live in emotional freedom. The beginning of the end to my isolation from my fellows and from God came when I wrote my 8th step list. That's a lot. There's a lot there. Okay, let's go back to the top. Go ahead and hit the like if you haven't already done so, even though I already mentioned it. Please hit the like. Let's grow the channel. Let's reach more people. Excuse me. All right, back to the top. Since defective relations with other human beings have nearly always been the immediate cause of our woes. Let's stop there. Defective relations with other human beings have nearly always been the immediate cause of our woes. Is that true for you? A lot of us have come from a place where we were shown in childhood that defective relations with other humans is normal. And that's how we modeled our lives, and that's how we behaved. And that is not something that we can never change. We can change that. But since that's been the immediate cause of our woes, including our alcoholism, no field of investigation could yield more satisfying and valuable rewards than this one. Yeah, like if we can fix this, if we can fix this problem, the defective relations that we have with other humans, then we are off to the races toward a life of happiness and joy and peace and serenity and all the gratitude and all the great things. We got to fix this. And that's what this does, okay? No other field of investigation, no other area of focus, no other anything could yield a more satisfying and valuable reward than this one. I believe that's true. Except for maybe the spiritual part, finding your higher power. Okay? That one and this one go hand in hand because you need the help of your higher power in order to figure this out. I believe that. All right, so willingness is a peculiar thing for me in that over a period of time, it seems to come first with awareness. So you're looking for this. First you get this, and then a feeling of discomfort. Okay. making me want to take some action. So you become if you're trying to be willing to do new things and try new things, first you have to become aware of what isn't working, right? There's a saying that half of wisdom is learning what to unlearn. So becoming aware of the things that aren't working for you, the types of behaviors, the types of people that you associate with, the places you go, the music you listen to, whatever it is. Become aware of what's not working for you, what is not adding to your success. So that's the awareness part. Then a feeling of discomfort. Aha, all these things I'm used to, turns out they're bad for me. So I take them out of the equation, all of a sudden I'm really uncomfortable. Okay, I have to live in the discomfort zone for a while. And that makes me want to take some action. I'm uncomfortable. I need to do something. I need to take some action. It's a good formula. As I reflected on taking the 8th step, my willingness to make amends to others came as a desire for forgiveness. Okay? So for this person, that's their motivation. They wanted forgiveness of others and of themselves. So they wanted others to forgive them for things they had done, and they wanted to forgive themselves for things that they had done. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Either part, others and themselves. I felt forgiveness toward others after I became aware of my part in the difficulties of relationships. That's step 4 and 5. Okay. After I became aware of my part. That's step 4 and 5. I wanted to feel the peace and serenity described in the promises. If you don't know what the AA promises are, look them up. They're really good. From working the first 7 steps, I became aware of whom I had harmed and that I had been my own worst enemy. Woo! Dang. Yep. Absolutely. No more blaming outward, right? We began to accept what we did. Became aware who I had harmed and that I had been my own worst enemy. We are accepting what we did, our role in it. We are not negating the things that other people might have done to us, but we are aware of the role that we played in that formula. No more just blaming others all the time. The world is out to get me, woe is me, everyone hates me, I am so unlucky. Nope. That's not true. In order to restore my relationships with my fellow human beings, I knew I would have to change. Oof, that's a hard drink of water. Is that the saying? That's not a saying. That's a hard something. That's a cold drink of water, something like that. I don't know. I knew I would have to change if I wanted to restore my relationships with my fellow human beings. A lot of times, a lot of us, sorry if you can hear all this noise from outside. It's a school day. It's almost getting close to school time, and there's a lot of buses and stuff going by. But anyway, a lot of times, many of us go through periods of our life and most of our life until we get to this awareness, and we think that everyone else has to change. I can't be the problem. I'm the sane one. I'm the normal one. I'm the rational one. I'm the whatever, right? It's other people that are the problem. And then we do all this work and we realize that I had been my own worst enemy and I have to change. Yeah, that becomes this area back up here. Willingness comes first with awareness. then a feeling of discomfort when we realize we are the problem in most of these equations, and we have to take some action. We have to change. I wanted to learn to live in harmony with myself and others so that I could also live in emotional freedom. That day, when that day comes for all of us, there's several like pivotal moments. When you no longer have any secrets, that's a huge day. When you begin to understand your relationship with your higher power, if you haven't already, that's a huge day. And the day when we realize that we are living with emotional freedom, that makes all the discomfort, it makes it all worth it. And then the next part, the beginning of the end to my isolation. Isolation is just the worst place to be. It's sad, and I feel terrible for anyone out there if you're sitting there listening to this and you're feeling like you are in that place right now of isolation because you feel that you don't have anything to offer or that you are a bad person and all these things, right? First of all, you're not a bad person. You do have things to offer. And if you're in that place and you want to get out of it, look at all these red lines on the screen. I mean, there's a lot to take in here, but it's pretty, it seems like a lot, but it's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. You got to do some work though. You got to get ready to be uncomfortable for a short period of time. But how could you be any more uncomfortable than you already are? This discomfort up here is nothing compared to the discomfort that I experienced when I was isolating, when I didn't leave my apartment for 6 weeks straight, when I didn't even take a shower for like 2+ weeks. All I did was drink and sleep. That's it. And it was the discomfort I've felt in recovery is nothing compared to that discomfort. The beginning of the end to my isolation from my fellows and from God or your higher power came when I wrote my 8th step list. There's some moments in life when you, in the future, you're gonna look back at this moment and go, man, that was a big moment for me. That was the beginning of the end to my isolation. Maybe it's listening to this video. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it can be whatever it is for you. And you're like, yeah, I want to take some action today. Okay, I'm willing, I'm aware, I'm uncomfortable, and now I want to take some action. I need to get out of this place that I'm in. What do I need to do? Go back to step 1. Go to a meeting. Talk to someone. Tell them how you are actually feeling. Be honest and be vulnerable. That's what you should do. All right, I gotta get some stuff done. It's 7:30 and I have to get going. So thank you for being here. This was a really good reading. I'm sorry I missed yesterday. If you haven't already hit the like button, hit it now. Thank you for making it this far through the video. I appreciate you watching till the end. And whoever you are out there, wherever you are, whenever you're listening to this, you are enough and you are worth it and you can do this and you have value and you are loved. I love you and I support you and you can do this, okay? If you need help, put something in the comments and people are here to help, okay? There might not be a lot of people watching this video right now, but if you're watching this in the future, maybe there will be more people in the comments. Be the first one. Have the courage to be the first one. Maybe you'll inspire someone else to be the next one. All right. I love you all. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.